Today's topic for accounting basics is double entry. You might heard of it or even understand a little about it, but don't worry, I'm going to teach you all about double entry today. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Sharon and you are watching Nuts Accounting, where accounting is as easy as nuts. This channel is all about helping you, the online entrepreneurs or small business owners, to do your own accounting and to grow your business. If you are new here, subscribe and click the bell button for more notifications on future videos. Another basics of accounting is double entry, and it is applicable to all of your accounting transactions. It's an accounting principle which ensures that the accounting equation remains balanced at all times. If you would like to learn more on accounting equation, or if you'd like to have a refresher course on it, check out my other videos that I will put the link in the description for you. So what is double entry? Literally, it means that every accounting transaction has two entries and it will impact two different accounts to keep your accounting equation balanced at all times. The most common visual representation of double entry is the T accounts, with the big term of debit and credit. Don't worry too much about debit and credit for now, because I will go through it in details with you in my next video. When it is up, I will put the link in the description for you. To make it easier for you to understand double entry and its relation to accounting equation, I have prepared two graphical images for you. So now let's jump to the slides. Imagine putting a bowl of nuts on the right side of the scale and leave the left empty. It will tilt to the right and the scale is no longer balanced. To make it balanced, place another bowl of nuts on the left. Now it's balanced. So what does this scale and the bowl of nuts has to do with accounting? The scale is accounting equation, which you need to keep it balanced at all times. Meanwhile, the pens are your accounts and the bowl of nuts are your monetary value of the transaction, which is the same value on both left and right. Meanwhile, the left side represents debits, while the right side represents credits. So double entry is so nutsy easy to understand, right? If you get it, comment nutsy easy below. To keep things interesting for you, let's walk through Rachel's startup story. Rachel started an online store that sells clothes online. She opens a bank account for her business and deposited $1,000 from her own money. So what happens in the accounting transactions will be, the bank account will be debited by $1,000, and meanwhile her capital account, which is her equity, will be credited with $1,000 as well. So the total debit, which is the bank account, is $1,000 and the total credit is $1,000. And based on the double entry principle, both total value of the debit and the credit must be equal and same, and in this example, both is $1,000. Next, she set up her online store and it is now up and running. She paid $500 for this. Her expenses account will be debited with $500, and meanwhile her bank account will be credited with $500. The total debit and the total credit is the same, and it's $500. She made a purchase with a 30 days credit term from a clothing supplier of $200. This means she will take the clothes first and pay the supplier within 30 days. Her inventory will be debited with $200, and meanwhile her creditor's account will be credited with $200. The total debit and the total credit is still the same at $200 each. A week later, she made her first sales online. She sold at $40 while her cost for that piece is $20. In this example, there will be two different accounting transactions. The first accounting transaction is to capture the sales of $40, while the second accounting transaction will be recording her cost of $20. Okay, for her first accounting transaction, her total debit will be $40 and her total credit will be $40. Both will impact onto bank account and sales account. To record her cost of goods sold account will debit with $20, while her inventory will be credited with $20. The total debit and the total credit is the same at $20 each. Now, it's time for Rachel to review the accounts. There's a total of $1,760 debit and the same amount credit. This will ensure that the scale of accounting equation remains balanced at all times even after all of the accounting transactions being recorded. Triple entry or more. 3 or more entries are developed based on the basis of double entry. Just like double entry, you need to keep the total of debits and the total of credits the same no matter how many number of entries it is. So how do you stick to the double entry principle? Very easy. All you need to do is to split the amount and keep the same total. Let's look at the next example. Rachel sold one dress at $44 and this price is inclusive of 10% sales tax of $4. She would debit the bank account of $44 and meanwhile, for her credit side, she will credit her sales account of $40, which is only the sales portion without the tax, and her sales tax payable will be credited with $4. The total debit is $44, very straightforward, it's just one account, while her total credit, the sales account and also the sales tax payable, which is $40 plus $4, is equals to a total credit of $44. So the total debit and the total credit still remains the same at $44. To help you understand double entry principle, I have prepared a nutty practice for you. Rachel made a purchase on credit from a clothing supplier of $200 exclusive of 10% sales tax. What are the amounts for each account below? So please take note that you will need to calculate 10% on top of the $200. Please calculate and let me know what is the amount in the inventory account, how much you should debit the account, and how much sales tax payable that you should debit, which, a hint for you, this is the 10% of $200. And then how much are you owing to your creditor account right now? How much should you credit to the creditor account? And make sure that your total debit and your total credit remains the same at $220. Write your answers in the comment section below. The principle of double entry is the heart and soul of all of your accounting transactions. I strongly suggest that you master this and fully understand it before you proceed further. If you are using accounting system or accounting software, things will be easier for you. Most of it comes with automatic creation of double entry in the back end for commonly used transactions, such as creation of your customer invoices and also recording your supplier invoices. But you have to be careful when you record journal entry, as most of the system is very flexible and allows you to create more than 2 entries at one go. So this is where your accounting double entry knowledge will come into practice. Today's nutty question is, does the total of debit has to be the same as the total of credits? And now I would love to hear from you. Do you have any accounting questions or accounting topics that you would like to learn? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. If you want more awesome resources in accounting and be the first to know of my latest content, sign up to my email newsletter at nutsaccounting.com. Let's go nuts about accounting to grow your business. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time at Nuts Accounting.